Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Brian Foote here. Welcome back. Can value investing work in bear markets? Well, the simple answer is yes. And in fact, in bear markets, you often get the best opportunities to own businesses that you like. Uh, let's look definitionally about what a bear market is. If the stock market draws down generally by 10 percentage points and stays there, that's a correction. Let's just define a bear market for the purposes of these as the things that occurred, say in 2020, where you saw an over 20% drawdown, in 2008-9 period, where we saw the global financial crisis, or in 2000, where there was the dot-com burst. Across the past 25 years, those have been the three most notable bear markets, as qualitatively but also quantitatively defined, right? So let's look at each one and pull it apart, because as I am approaching 50 years old, I can tell you I've experienced 1998's long-term capital crisis and the debt crisis when I came into the markets. 2000, the dot-com bust, I lived through that. 2008-9, I was there, and of course in 2020 we had a lot of fun. In each of these cases, were there opportunities to buy companies that we would define as great value? Absolutely. In fact, the aftermath of 2000, if we can pick on that for a while, included the ability to pick up what were, during 1999, great technology businesses that were in 1999 overvalued and valued way too high for what you would want to pay. In fact, some of them never returned to their all-time highs. But for context, in the slaughter that took place in 2000, if you look through the wreckage of these tech stocks, the Nasdaq had gone to 5,000, as I recall, and by 2021, you had the opportunity to pick up some incredible bargains that set the stage for, in some cases, like I'll pick on Amazon, being down 95% at one point, as just one example of legacy building wealth. 2008 and 9, that crisis occurred because I think we know the precipitating cause was people being way too aggressive in mortgage lending, and it started a domino effect because clearly the financial system, the underpinnings of the financial system, were people who did not pay close enough attention to risk and didn't pay close enough attention to how to value things, interestingly, as mundane as residential mortgages. But that pointed to a larger problem in the system. Some of the greatest bargains ever were presented in the aftermath, starting in September of 2008 and straight through to 2009. We're going to have some case studies on all of these, because at that point, in the fall of 2008, you might recall even Warren Buffett saying he was, I think the term, two-fistedly buying, and he stood ready with Berkshire Hathaway's cash trove to take tremendous advantage of that. Then we fast forward to 2020, another bear market that was caused by the coronavirus, the COVID-19. We all know that, and that's recent history. That's only 4 years ago. And if you look at that, the hand-wringing that took place might have been warranted, right? People thought that, and they were correct, that transportation and leisure and proximity to people would slow down, but in fact, in some cases, halt. But some tremendous bargains were created in that bear market. In each of these crises, each of these crisis markets were different in their causes, and certainly presented different bargains afterward. The the intrinsic cause of 2020 was that people did not care about valuation, and a lot of what I talk about as an analyst with 25 years plus under my belt has been formed in coming out of that market where people would pay incredibly stupid prices for business models that seemed ridiculous, and that brought the averages up for anything technology-wise. In fact, there was the subsequent bear market. People didn't want to touch a lot of these businesses, and we were able to buy great software companies in 2001 and 2, some tremendous businesses at 8 times cash flow. I mean, it was an incredible period of time to pick up things. How quickly, it was only a 24-month period, people had changed their minds about anything technology-wise. In 2008-9, I recollect where the price of oil crashed to $35 across the first quarter of 2009. People didn't want to touch anything related to commodities because they had been overcooked, right? Oil had gone to over 140 on speculation, but also the people wanted to avoid anything related to banking. In fact, when the market bottomed in March of 2009, the consensus was that banks were going to be nationalized and that we were facing a depression era situation. Those are the kind of situations in where people universally hate things that clearly there's bargains. So you fast forward to 2020, and that again for us is recent history. That was only 50 months ago, as of this writing, that the governments, the various governors of the states shut us all down. But that wreckage that was created across the next few months in equity valuations presented some incredible bargains. Again, we can talk about and many of you hold these things, and you've had a great 4-year return. I have them in my portfolio, some things that we were able to pick up back in 2020. So short answer is yes, bear markets as defined generally do present a great shopping opportunity for us as value investors. Convexity is something that yields great returns because of this undervaluation. And if you want to think about an analogy, it's like a pendulum, right? And in some cases, people get way over excited about certain things, and then some cause, be it overvaluation, be it a virus that comes running across the world, or be it just bad practices in banks. You put those things together and you create some pretty good opportunities to own great businesses. Look forward to seeing you soon.